Welcome back to our interview. I'm interviewing Maggie. She's running for City Council, District 1. And we're going over statistics. And we believe that the reason that there's such a high approval rating for the police department versus the council is that your constituents understand that the police department stands are pretty much high.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that the moral of the police department is very low because they're not able to do their job, because they're not being supported by the laws and they're not being supported by the city manager, or they're worried about a lawsuit, so they're being very careful.
I want to, on this thing, overall, one of the questions we ask is how much confidence do people have in the future of the community? What I have here is that 31% said they had no confidence, 24% they're not confident at all, so that's a total of about 55% of your constituents who said they have no confidence in the current direction of the city. How would you change that? How would you improve on that?
I think one of the biggest problems that we have in our community is that we are so worried about Republicans versus Democrats. How about choosing a person who is a proven leader in your community? How about finding somebody that cares about your community? Somebody who has lived in the city of Whittier their entire life, and somebody who has been endorsed by the Whittier Daily News as being a lifetime advocate for a community. When I go and ask for your vote, I don't go to your door making promises. I am a Rotarian. We support 85 students that are going to college for the first time in the history of their family lives. We support cleaning up areas and doing habitats. We believe in community gardens. We believe in health. We believe in our community. I am on the Whittier Regional Symphony. I do that because that's my way of giving back to the senior citizens and to the community, and to get other people involved in the symphony that may not know about the symphony. We have a wonderful professional symphony, and I think a lot of people do not know. So that's my way of giving back to the community. But I want to see change in the community, and the only thing that I see is people hating, being critical, but not really giving the person an opportunity. So why not get somebody who's a community person, a community leader, and get behind it and work together? That's what we need to do. We need to stop fighting. We need to work together, and we can make our community a wonderful community. We just need to work together, and it can't be done. I'm a Rotarian. I understand that very well.
It's a perfect segue into my next question. Recently, as everybody knows, we had a group from outside the Westboro Baptist now. They're known as an extremist group. If you were elected, would you support a resolution condemning extremist violence? What is your position on that?
Extremists?
Violent extremism, like political extremism, people using violence and threats to get whatever their political goals are. What is your position on extremism?
I went one time to the Shannon Center, and I was so looking forward to hear Mr. Becerra and Ian Calderon come to the Shannon Center, and I experienced those type of people at the Shannon Center, and they ruined the whole evening, and they shouted and they said bad words, and they ruined the whole evening, and I was so upset. You know, unfortunately, in a public area, you cannot keep people from exercising their free speech. The Constitution says that we are allowed to have free speech, so I have to go by our Constitution. I don't like it. I am not a violent person. I don't believe in violence. I believe in love and community of our people. So I find it it made me very angry, and I was very upset. But people should be allowed to exercise their free speech.
Would you support a city council resolution condemning extremism in all its forms?
I would love to say yes. I think that I believe that hate breeds hate, and we don't need any hate. You know, we live in a beautiful community, and we need to work together, and we are a wonderful community. I see it all the time. I go to all these different events. We have Boy Scouts, we have the Girls and Boys Clubs, we have the Literacy Council, we have Rotary. We have so many wonderful organizations, and we have so many wonderful assets in the city of Whittier. We don't need to take extremist groups, so I don't want to see our community have those type of issues or those type of problems. I don't think it's good for our children to be able to see that kind of thing as well.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And we were talking about parks earlier, and when we came in over here, and I had mentioned that we actually have some parks here in District 1 that are actually underutilized. Have you been to John Green Whittier Park?
Yeah.
Okay, and not that many people go there for some reason. And I was talking to somebody about that, and she said that she would support a program to get more people to use the other use parks, like, for example, having a movie night at that park or having something at Lee Owens. Is that something that you would be able to do?
That sounds like a great community event. I would like to see an outdoor concert at Whittier College. Those are the kind of things that our community, that's what I call innovative thinking. Now, you made a statement about parks above the boulevard, but how many parks do we have below the boulevard? I happen to live on the corner of Greenleaf and Lambert, and we have very few parks in our district.
So when I'm talking about when I was saying that we've never had anybody from that area on the city council, or let alone on a board or a commission. I know that in 2016 they did bring up the idea of whether or not we could find a spot to put a park in that area, and it's been 4 years, and I've seen no movement on it.
And look what's happening to the Groves. They're doing pocket parks. District 1, the residents of District 1 are entitled to a certain amount of park space. And what are they doing at the Groves? They have pocket parks. That is not a park. Those pocket parks are not a place where children can play soccer or play baseball. We need more baseball fields, we need soccer fields, and we need more places for our children to be able to run, and for families to be able to get together and do community events.
And I wanted to ask about those. You're going to be running to represent District 1. The Groves is in District 1. Back when the committee agreed to support it so that the council could approve it, both the council and the developer said that there would be low-income housing included in the Groves. And we're looking at the plans now, and it's all high-income housing. So what happened there, and what was it do?
There's no transparency in our city council and with the developers. They lie through their teeth. The homes, from what I understand, are going to be $800,000. Is that true?
And most District 1 residents won't be able to afford that.
Exactly.
It's like they're trying to pick us out and then bring in other people just because they have more money.
They're trying to force the people out of their own community. We cannot be forced out of our own community. This is our community, and I, for example, I've lived here my entire life. I'm not going anywhere. I love the city of Whittier, and I lived here my entire life, and I don't plan on going anywhere.
Now, one of your opponents, Jessica Martinez, said something at the League of Women Voters Forum that I found kind of offensive, because it seemed like she said that we shouldn't be violating the rights of investors, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Well, what happens in those rights conflict with the rights of the natives that are already here? It's like, do we kick out the natives so the investors from outside, like say John Doe from New York comes in and he wants to make $1 million, but the natives are in his way, so we say the natives have no rights, but John Doe has rights. I mean, that doesn't seem fair to me. How do you address that?
Okay, we need to follow the money, and because I am a candidate in District 1, I have access to financial records, and I know who gives money to who. I'm running on the grassroots campaign. I came in late in the game because I believe that representation is so important, and because people may make fun of me and say that I'm not articulate, that I'm in a bad mood. That is not true. I am a community person. I may not be articulate, but I have great passion in my community. We need to follow the records. Financial records are public knowledge. Why is it that Andrew Roble and Jessica Martinez are getting money from the same entity? And I believe that entity is Brookfield. They are all about developing in our city, and they're, I'm not getting any money from those people, but they are. And one's a Republican and one's a Democrat, but they're getting money from the same entity. So I think that we need to follow the associations. If you look at I have no associations. I'm just an old-time Whittierite who wants to make my community better. I'm not here I don't know if people know this, but you have to work really hard to be a city council person, and you have to study, and I'm part-time retired, so I have the time to give back to my community, not only in city council, but to mentoring young people at the schools, to let them know that they could be anybody that they want to be if they work hard. So we need to follow the associations. The financial records are open to the public. You can find that information and do your homework. It's very easy.
Okay, perfect. You mentioned that you lived in, Painter and Lambert?
No, I live on Foxley, which is a notorious street where the whole entire police department goes in Foxley.
I believe I used to canvass that street back in the 90s when I was doing actual surveys by hand and I was campaigning. I was campaigning just that area. It didn't work out too well for me, but I'm hoping things have changed. Now, what I'm wondering do you feel that the area is still being ignored? 'Cause, it seemed like it was ignored back then, and is it the same today?